Hi. Um, Wishful Sinful. We're talking Doors now. Robbie Greger says about this great song, when Jim suggested that I write songs, I figured that I would stick to his style of using universal images. So I decided I would write about 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. So like my fire, utilised this advice, as did Yes the Rose, another water song. Take it as it comes. Robbie Greger says John and I were into transcendental meditation. That's where we first met Ray Manzarek. And some of my meditation friends would pressure me to use mindfulness to help the TM movement, and take it as it comes just happened to be one of the Mahariti's favourite sayings. And Jim wrote the words and I wrote the music. Yes, the River Knows. Ray Manzarek says the second song of my tragic love trilogy for Jim and Pam. The piano and guitar interplay is absolutely beautiful. I don't think Robbie and I ever played so sensibly together. It's as close as we ever came to being Bill Evans and Jim Hall. We were so attuned to each other that the jazz-like progressions came alive and shimmered that day in the recording studio when we were young and golden, as were Jim Morrison and Pam. Now, You're Lost Till Ago. We wanted Frank Sinatra, Ray Manzarek says, we wanted Frank Sinatra to cover the song after he got his divorce from Mia Farrow. It would have been very appropriate. I dedicate this to Jim and Pam as the third song of my tragic love trilogy. May they rest in peace with each other's arms. And Robbie Greger says this is Ray's choice. I just wanted to add that You're a Lost Little Girl was one of the first songs I ever wrote. I had trouble doing the guitar solo. And Paul Rothschild, the producer, had everyone leave the studio. We lit some candles and turn out the lights. Try now, he said. And I got it in one take. Love Me Two Times. Mr. Denville says, The Unknown Soldier. John Desmond says, criticising the Vietnam War wasn't embraced by the mainstream when this was released. There's still some Americans who won't go back and win it. And I'm extremely proud of taking a clear position. Yes, we did inhale, we were vehemently against this war. And I still don't think this country has recovered from not being able to swallow the loss. Sometimes David does slay Goliath. Riders in the Storm. John Desmore, I was really fun recording it. Dropping in thunderclaps and rain was sort of playing God. Ray does an excellent piano solo, and I was pleased that my and Bruce's idea of Jim overdubbing a whisper vocal under the main one added to the mysterious ambience. Shaman's Blues, Ray Manzarek says, jazz rock waltz in 6/8 tune. Desmore cooks on this one, driving the band with his drum shots of the one beat. A favourite of mine and John's. I'm in the pocket, Robbie wails, and Jim is right at the top of this very strange, very mystical lyrics. He has a great voice and gives a great reading. The whole band is in a great form. Jack, rock, yes. I can see your face in my mind. Ray Manzarek says this is part of one of a trilogy I'm dedicated to Jim and Pam. This is their story, a doomed and yet incandescent couple. They were barely adults when they were taken from us, far too young, far too tragic. I love Robbie's guitar in this song, and I love the mood it creates. The trilogy is called Tragic Love. Lan Ho. The Doors at sea again. I see a small whaling fleet on the China Sea. Riding the waves, the great currents, the winds of the Pacific. Robbie's guitar sets the jaunty tempo, and we're running with the wind, pounds for ports unknown. In this song, Jim Morrison is both the little boy on his grandpa's knees and the grandfather himself. He can't stay locked to the land. He needs adventure and danger from the high seas. He's got to get his men to move on and into the unknown. I love the joyous ride out when Jim Morrison shouts out "Land Ho!" and we ride and ride on Robbie Greger's great guitar solo and John's ecstatic propulsive drums. In Jungian psychology, the sea represents the unconscious, an area of the mind with Jim Morrison was more enthralled. The Doors, Golden Years.